Hello everyone, this is a video recording for part 2 of the assignment 2 of cs311. I will show you how to install Windows Server 2022 Desktop Edition. We start by installing the ISO image. First, we'll go to this link and download the ISO file. It might take a while, so we'll use a pre-installed version. We'll give it 8 GB of RAM and 4 cores in order to ensure that the server runs smoothly. We'll set 256 GB of storage. After this, we'll start the VM. Once the installation process starts, we can follow the steps on screen. We'll select the desktop version. We have to partition the disk into 2 sections, 128 GB each. Then we'll select partition 1 for the OS, leaving partition 2 unallocated. The installation will continue. This might take a while, so we'll skip it. Before restarting the OS, we need to ensure we are using the internal network adapter, so let's quickly change that. Moreover, we need to make sure the name is inet, which will also be used by the client VM, VM03. Once the OS has restarted, we will need to unmount the bootable drive. This is to start the OS and not go back to the installation process. We will set the administrator password to secure IT ! Next, we will be prompted to log in with our credentials. Our first step to set up the server is to ensure it has a static IP from which our clients can reach it. We'll go to the Control Panel, Network and Internet, change adapter settings. From here, we'll go to Properties and set the static IPv4 for the LAN network. We'll also need to set the subnet mask and, most importantly, the DNS server, which will be the server itself. Since we're not connecting to the internet, the gateway isn't important. Now we'll run ipconfig in the PowerShell, just to confirm that the IP address has been successfully initialized. We will also change the name of the PC to VM01 server to make it easier to recognize in configurations. This will cause a restart, which is needed to initialize all changes made so far. With the installation complete, we now need to move on to setting the Active Directory domain service. We will open up the Server Manager and go to Manage, then Add Roles and Features. We need to ensure to select Active Directory domain services. Moreover, we will also select the BitLocker drive encryption so that we don't have to open the installation wizard again. Now we will wait for the installation to complete and do a restart. After the server has restarted, we need to promote it to a domain control server. Click the flag on top, follow the instructions on screen. Make sure to set the domain as s11219309.com. This will be used later by the client to join the Active Directory. We need to set a password, so we'll use the default password of secure_IT! The server will restart after this, and we will have to log in again, but through the Active Directory instead of a local account. Now will be a good time to create the user account that will be used later. We'll go to Tools and select Active Directory Services. Next, we'll select Users, then New User. Following the instructions on screen, we can make an account for router.prasad at s11219309.com with password of secure_IT! Next, we have to extend our disk partition by 64 gigabytes. Currently one disk, disk 0, and our C drive is 128 gigabytes, and we have 128 gigabytes of unallocated storage. We need to move 64 gigabytes from unallocated to the C drive. However, the recovery partition is blocking us from extending the C drive, so we first have to delete it using diskpart. We'll open a PowerShell session and type the commands as follows. We need to select the recovery partition and delete it using the override flag. After this, we can right-click on the C drive and extend it. Moving on, we need to set the page cache to 2 gigabytes. We need to open File Explorer, click on this PC, and go to Properties. Under this, we'll see Performance, where we will change the cache to 2 gigabytes. Next, we have to set up a RAID server. In order to do this, we first need to go into the VM settings and add a new controller. Since we need RAID 5, we'll add 7 drives, where 6 will be used for the RAID server, while 1 will be a hot swap. After setting up the disks, we can log into the server and open up the server manager. Here we'll go to File and Storage Services. We will create a new server pool. We will select all the drives, making sure to change one of them to a hot swap. After it's created, we need to set up a virtual disk. We will set it up as a parity and use the maximum space available. Then we need to create a new volume inside the virtual disk. Now would be a good time to set up BitLocker encryption, as the RAID server has been set up. BitLocker ensures the data is secure and prevents unauthorized access. This can be easily set up through the control panel. We just need to ensure to save the recovery key safely. After a quick reset, we can see that the BitLocker is working, and right now the RAID drive is locked. We can unlock it using the recovery key, which we'll just paste inside when prompted. We need to set drive permissions as well. Without it, the connected computers won't be able to modify the drive. We just need to allow create, read, delete, and edit access to all users. That is the end of this video. In part 2 of the assignment, we installed Windows Server 2022 in a virtual machine. We installed Active Directory to the domain s112.19390.com. We extended the C drive by 64 gigabytes and increased the page size to 2 gigabytes. Moreover, we also created a RAID array with 7 drives, 6 used for parity, and 1 used as a hot spare. Next, we enabled BitLocker, updated its security settings to allow user modifications, and showed how to unlock it using the recovery key.